how to never run out of content ideas for your window company. And hey, I'm Carl Stoy, the founder of Stoy Media, and we essentially, to make a long story short, supply leads to home improvement companies on a pay-per-lead basis. And let's talk about how to not run out of ideas for your window company's YouTube or Instagram or article. And honestly, a basis of this entire video is that you're going to be spending more time educating and battling objections than you are simply just making funny content, which I see a lot of home improvement companies fall into this trap when they start doing content. I would recommend that before you watch this video, you check out how to grow a home service brand, which I made that video on this channel. It's going to give you a preface around actually growing your brand, because the social media stuff is the actionable item for growing a brand. The real stuff, the real how to grow a brand, is in figuring out what am I going to be doing with all this content? Because I see a lot of home improvement companies fall down this trap. They start making all this funny content. They try and make everyone laugh on social media, and they get all these likes and all these views. And then what happens? People are just entertained by your page. They're not interested in getting a new roof or getting new windows or installing a pool or whatever it is. They're not even interested in that. They're just there to laugh. And that doesn't get you potential leads. And of course, you want your social medias to start getting you leads. It doesn't matter if you get 5 likes a video, but if you get 1 or 2 people per video to be interested in a pool, a roof, or a window, or whatever, that's way more important than getting a bunch of likes. Or now if you're owner, if you're the content manager, now if your owner wants views, then cool. Keep posting the funny stuff. But here are some content ideas for your window company, and that's honestly all educational. And why do you want to keep posting all this educational stuff? Why? Because you want your brand, your logo, to be associated with trust. Okay, this person is giving me all these, they're consulting me on what should I be doing for my roof or my windows. And what this also does is opens you up to a lot of content ideas. Now, I'm not going to give you specific stuff for your window company because you know better about how to install windows than I do. I'm the marketer. I know how to get people interested in windows or window replacement or window repair even, but you know how to actually put on the thing. And so I would recommend that you go through and just list every single question a salesman gets. If you want to set up a meeting with all your salesmen, I think that would be better. You set up a meeting with all your salesmen and ask them, what are the top 100 things that a customer would ask on an appointment? And what you can do with this is have all your educational topics turned into YouTube videos or articles. And before the appointment, you just send off the most popular questions, or a video listing all your most popular questions and then other videos. Because what this does is it allows the salesman to have more time actually selling instead of answering all the nitpicky stuff about, you know, what brands do you carry? Or what about this? Or what about this? Like all these specific questions that just don't really need answering. There, you can have your time better spent if you just make educational content to educate them before the appointment even comes and be all good. And this is what I would recommend in terms of making yourself seem like a trustworthy brand. Like I said, if you don't care, your owner or whoever is in charge of the actual data behind it only cares about views and likes, then just keep posting the funny stuff. But if you are looking to grow your brand in terms of, you know, getting more potential people interested in your service, make educational stuff. Questions about windows, questions about all these different things. And that's what you'd want to do in terms of the actual posts. Otherwise, I would recommend that you make posts about objections. This is another great one. And by the way, I have an AI prompt I'm going to link in the description for window companies. All you have to do, copy, paste it into ChatGPT or whatever you use, just edit it a little bit, and you're going to get back your actual list of prompts or list of videos or articles or Instagram posts that you can make surrounding this educational kind of category. Because like I said, you want to position your brand as the trustworthy source of whatever you do. And how are you going to do that? By consistently educating people on your thing. And you can make all these different videos about it And I'll give you a full list. If you just use the AI prompt, it'll give you a full list of all the things that you'd want to do. But in terms of objections, this actually helps your close rates. And so if you didn't know, what you can do is essentially take all of your objections that your salesmen most frequently get. So the price is too high, or why should I do it right now? Or I'm just looking for 3 other quotes, or whatever that is. Package the objection handle, which maybe you do know, maybe you don't know as the content manager. I would recommend that you coordinate this with the sales manager, whoever it is. But you want to package all the objection handles into a video and then just throw them into videos that you can send before the appointment to basically beat the objection before they even get there. I mean, isn't that amazing? You can show up and the objection's already beat. Maybe they don't remember it, but things happen. Of course, you have a higher likelihood that they're going to already have their answer to the question or the objection if they just got a video beforehand. So like I said, AI prompt in the description, you can plug that into whatever you use and get a bunch of lists of questions that someone may have about your service. And this is window companies, so about windows. And you can just make videos about all of them. You're gonna have plenty of content to be doing. And to make a long story short, that's what you should be doing. You should be making educational stuff so that you can position your company as an authority and position it to have the identity that you want. Like I said, check out the video on how to grow a home service brand so you can understand kind of what I just said a moment ago. And if you have any comments, check out the comments. They're there for a reason. And if you're potentially interested in getting more leads for window replacements with more than one window and all these other criteria that we have, you can click the link in the description. You can book a call, jump on a call with us and see if we may be a great fit to be a lead vendor of yours. Have a blessed day.